if there's no other specific questions on it, then we can look at medium scale stuff. Medium scale stuff is, so the difference between Fame Farm, small scale, and now we're going to be looking at medium scale. It's just the scale of tools that you have. When you're looking in Fame Farms, your tools are going to be really limited because you don't want to go over a certain number of people because of anti-zerg mechanic. And going with like small scale, you may not have all the tools to stop multiple engages, but if you play it correctly, if you play the terrain correctly, or you play your composition correctly, you can start to chew your way through enemies who may also not have as many defensives. So like in the previous video, we killed their D-tank, probably their only D-tank, and then we killed the rest of their party because they didn't have any more D-tanks. And as a caller in a small scale, you kind of operate as a half of a D-tank, so that's why you run Judicator, like Cowls, or like other things like that help support your team. And you can get away with it because generally speaking, the damage output is not so high that you as a tank can't survive it. When you get to medium scale fights against like other people, so like there's like tons more DPSs and stuff like that out and about, it's always going to be a little bit more difficult because there's a lot more D-tanks, there's a lot more supports and that kind of stuff. So we can just watch this video right here to sort of show. So here we are fighting Checkout, and I believe that they have similar numbers to us. So this is probably around like what, 15 plus versus 15 plus. So this video we're going to be looking at is from 2023 November, so that's like what, 8 months ago. Holy shit, time flies. And this is kind of like still, I guess that'd be my midway point of my calling career kind of deal. So you're gonna see me make a lot of key mistakes here, like a lot of mistakes, and you're gonna see generally how our army kind of performs actually a little bit poorly because of the fact that there's still a lot to learn. So I won't. Oh shit, thanks for the prime sub. I was just joking.
Do a close engage in 10 seconds.
Actually, I ended up having a free one, so I just used it.
Keep them off of us, keep them off of us.
So you see here, I already made a mistake.
Moving forward. We're looking to engage in 3 seconds, 3 seconds. Looking, we're gonna look southeast. Then 3, 2, 1. Hit this up. Back up, northwest.
Mistake number 2.
Next engage in 10 seconds, or 15 seconds. D-tanks push up, push them back. Using W's on people inside of us,
I'm bothering myself, you guys, so I hope no one gets
5
offended
seconds.
about me saying I'm making mistakes. I just want to put it out there clearly. I'm the one bothering myself here. I'm showing that I'm making mistakes, alright, you guys?
5 seconds. We're looking southeast. 3, 2, 1. Hit this up.
Good stuff.
Now back up northwest, you guys. Careful.
A little bit of mistake right here, too.
They might come for the engage next.
Engage. League's looking to engage.
They failed to engage?
Yeah,
They're still dangerous, though. They're still dangerous. Looking east. We have 5 seconds. Looking east. In 3, 2, 1. Hit this up. Back up northwest. Using W's on people inside of us. Look out for the engage. They're looking for the engage. That's the engage. Okay. We're looking southeast. In 5 seconds. Looking east. In 3, 2, 1. Hit this up.
That's another mistake right there.
Okay. West.
Northwest, guys. Northwest.
Northwest. G-Marks.
G-Mark needs help.
Okay.
Heals up on G-Marks.
We're looking east here. We're gonna go for a deeper engage here. Get ready. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Hit this up.
Good stuff.
Oh, good job, guys. Good job.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Keep going.
Yep, keep going. Looks like they're breaking.
Alright, so I made a lot of crucial mistakes right there. I made a lot of mistakes here. Don't look at that, you guys. Don't look at that.
Just wait for it. Everyone got
The battle withdrawal siphoned, I love that.
Nobody saw that.
Everyone loves some
Same.
battle siphons.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hit that clump, hit that clump, hit that clump. Back up, west. OC.
Yeah, we're learning how to withdraw siphon in the middle of a fight.
Yeah, right.
10 seconds.
I am so glad
Mhm.
for that instance right there that we started running royal jackets on our Pierces.
Yes. I also ran the ROM boots as well, and this is way before like Shapeshifter staff came out. Shapeshifter staff.
Right.
There we go. Words is hard today. It was pretty much always going to be like on a 25-second timer. When you run golem stuff nowadays, you can go a lot faster. So that's kind of why the meta has switched over a little bit more fast CDs. It's because the shapeshifter staff allows you to go fast, as well as like, you know, if you have your pierces up fast, you can just hit like 2 or 3 engages in like, we could engage like every 20 seconds. We tested out how fast you can cool down if you had your pierces on the assassin hoods as well as the cooldown jackets. And if you know, like if in a perfect world, like the jackets went one after the other and you got your assassin hoods down, you can get your pierces up every 10 seconds. So that technically means that you could engage every 10 seconds if you wanted to. But that would be insane in terms of like how many times you're hitting, and you probably wouldn't have defensives to cover all of your engages. Because one of the big things that you need to do as a shot caller is explain to your D-tanks that when you're engaging, they're going to look to counter engage something like that. So you tell your D-tanks, if you could please go into their lines and just like help us get out. You don't need to spend all of your abilities or something like that as well. Just do it slowly, kind of deal, and help people get people out. So my mistake right here is that I was not paying attention to the map at all. And if they had taken advantage of this and pressured us really, really hard, we would be divided either going through this tiny choke here or going northwest and be separated from like our party members. And this rock may not seem like a big deal, but you can't really toss a heal through it or anything like that. You see like they'd have to fall this way, that way. So I was playing it wrong by not being able to pay attention to the minimap and seeing where we're going. This would have probably killed the team if the enemy team had been really aggressive and pressed up into us. So this is kind of a thing where you as a D-tank want to be aggressive in getting information. And they're like, because I was pulling my army back so fast and so much, we actually left the D-tanks out here to die. Luckily, Flower and Hunter and all of them are like experienced in that, so they're able to support each other until we came back. But I kind of just ditched their asses to die because I thought they were with us and I wasn't paying attention.
3 seconds.
Now, could you say that they should have told me about them being in the backline? Yeah, sure, but at the same time, you know, you try your best to do everything.
We're gonna look southeast.
So, and the other thing is, I'm playing very, very scared here, even though that, you know, we really shouldn't, because we have 3 healers, 3 D-tanks, and 2 supports, and 7 DPS. We're actually a very, very tanky composition right now. But the reason why I played nervous here is because, one, for me, I don't like killing our army off because I made a mistake kind of deal. So I play in a very passive state. But that's kind of bad in some ways because you need to play in a defensive state, not a passive state.
3,
So me calling my army to run all the way back and leaving our D-tanks behind was kind of bad.
2, 3.
And also there were some problems with builds. I mean, I could have run Boots of Valor or other kind of boots, but you know, that's neither here nor there. That's like way in the past kind of deal.
2, 1. Hit this up.
I should have been telling the army that we're looking to tank kill first of all. And when you're getting to these medium scale fights, right? That means that like it's much harder to get juicy claps and kills because they have so many D-tanks. So it's a better idea to go kill the D-tanks first. Unlike small scale where they have only 1 or 2 maybe D-tanks, you know, you can go for a better positioning into a juicy like DPS clout kill, but here you need to go for the D-tank kill.
Hit this up. Back up. Northwest.
Here I didn't call out defensives. As a default, as a shot caller, whenever you go for engage, you should at least warn your people, hey, you know, get ready for like defensives if they come for an engage or things like that. Probably dedicating like Night Helms to go aggressive and defensive is good too, but that's very, very specific kind of data and information. So we're talking more about like shot calling as a whole. I want to focus on shot calling as a whole.
Next engage in 10 seconds or 15 seconds. D-tanks push up. Push him back, push him back. Using W's on people inside of us. Using W on people inside of us.
So my mistake here is I tell the D-tanks to push up, but my army is pushing backwards because the last command they understood was pull backwards, right? And even though I know I'm in front saying, hey, you know, like we should be pushing up to support our D-tanks, there again, there's another mistake of communication in which I should tell them to be stepping up as much as possible because I told my D-tanks to step up as well because we're prepping for the next engage. As a shot caller, you need to keep in mind how many engages your enemy has and what their timer is and what kind of timer that they have too. So if they're like slow engages, like 30 seconds, then you need to keep that in track and you need to know when they engage and when they disengage. As the engage tank, you have the best view for when they engage or when they flub and engage. Your D-tank should also help you as well.
Next engage is in 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. We're looking southeast, looking southeast. Looking southeast. 3, 2, 1. Hit this up, hit this up, hit this up, hit this up.
Good stuff.
Now,
So we did well there because they kind of scattered. And as you can see right here, we capitalized on a mistake that we committed.
looking southeast. 3.
Their D-tanks are
2,
pushed up, but look
1.
at where their army is. Their army is way in the back there. So their caller made the mistake of that same that I did, where they pulled backwards and they left their D-tanks to die. And we instead went for the D-tank kill.
Hit this up, hit this up, hit this up, hit this up.
Good stuff.
Now back up northwest, northwest, northwest. Northwest, 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 you guys. Careful, careful, careful.
And at this point, we don't need to back up too far. I can tell I should have told the D-tanks, hold this tree line. Everyone in the back, get ready your cooldowns kind of deal. I mean, we don't have cooldown jackets, but anyways, just like hold positions and don't run around too
engage.
much.
League's looking to engage.
They failed to engage.
Yeah,
They're
they
still
did.
dangerous though. They're still dangerous, still dangerous. Looking east, looking east, looking east. We have 5.
I need to be more specific about where we're going to be hitting because you could say looking east on the crown. You could say things more specific like hit the tree or hit the table or things like that to help out with visual.
5 seconds, 5 seconds.
So as you can see, like their D-tank is sort of wasting their abilities. They just CC'd everyone. They went in for their E with the bedrock, which did nothing. That there was no point in that. We weren't starting to engage yet.
Looking east, looking east, looking east. In 3, 2, 1. Hit this up, hit this up, hit this up, hit this up.
Yeah, I stepped into a silence bubble right there.
Back up northwest.
I made the mistake of going past their D-tanks, and their D-tanks punished our DPS, so we weren't able to get kills off right there.
Back up northwest, 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 northwest.
So there is me forgetting about what we need to
Use
do
W's
with
on
our
people inside of us.
composition.
Look out for the engage. They're looking for the engage. That's the
Black Knight,
engage.
you got it now?
Our demon armors did really well there. Whereas if I had just taken a little bit slower and just continuously walked at the enemy army, then like it would have been a lot better.
We're looking southeast, looking southeast. In 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Looking east, looking east, looking east, looking east, looking east. In 3, 2, 1.
See, I made that mistake again right there, you guys. That was another mistake. You said I just ran past the D-tanks and they stopped our DPS.
Hit this up, hit this up.
And we only get a little bit of damage off because our DPS was fanned out a little bit, you know?
Okay, west, west, west.
Northwest, guys. Northwest.
Northwest, northwest, northwest. G-Marks.
G-Mark needs help.
Okay,
Heals up on G-Marks.
we're looking east, we're looking east, looking east here. We're gonna go for a deeper engage here.
Mistake call right there. We don't want a deeper engage. We want to kill their front line.
Get ready. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Hit this up, hit this up, hit this up, hit this up.
Good
Oh,
stuff.
good job, guys. Good job.
We managed to get it off because the DPS
Fuck
was able
yeah.
to spread out and
Keep
get
going.
kills.
Yep, keep going, keep going.
And then
keep
they
going.
broke
Looks like
right
they're
there.
breaking. Looks like they're breaking.
So you can see, like early on in my calling career, I made a lot of critical mistakes, such as like not telling the army to stay near me, stay on my screen, that kind of stuff. I told the D-tanks to go in, and then I told the army to move back. So that could have gotten the D-tanks killed easily. You saw an example of us punishing that when we killed the enemy's D-tank, as they left them to die, like somewhere about like back here, I think.
Forward. We're looking engage in 3 seconds.
And then finally, I wasn't very specific about like my instructions about where we're hitting. I know I just said east and stuff like that, but it's always good to give as much information as you can, kind of deal. And also like paying attention to minimap and the positioning is crucial as well. If they had capitalized on us being pushed back into the choke, then we would have been like absolutely destroyed. Because we'd have to run through a choke anyways. So you see right here, this is what I'm talking about, is that like I made the mistake that they made. It's just really the experience kind of thing right there. And when you're playing with like medium scale, you have more tools. You shouldn't be afraid of walking up into the enemy if you have to get a better like engagement range. Your healer should be keeping everyone topped off. Your support should be pushing back any enemies, and any of these things getting to your lines, they can be queued and W'd out. What a lot of people forget to do is that like D-tanks can be scary, but if you chase them out or you kill them, they're not really that scary. You know, if you Q and W them to death. Here is another medium scale right here. This was from January of this year. This is the one where Dread got caught by Caribe Legacy. And we fought them a couple times. I think after this one, they tended to avoid us quite a bit.
Oh,
they're
they're
dismounting
dismounting
on us.
dismounted.
Okay.
Don't run towards the
Okay.
river.
North, north.
Get up. Yeah. Just keep moving.
Oh,
keep moving
I'm getting
northeast.
engaged on.
Northeast. Everyone move northeast.
We need to
Yeah, dismount northeast. Someone call over there. I can't really tell what's going on over there.
dismount
Yeah.
northeast.
One thing that kind of fucked us was we were kind of scattered all over the place. You can see like how the army is strung out in a line, and then that got some of the people ambushed. As caller, you have to be really firm with your group and tell them stick together, you know, that way you don't get picked off one at a time. There's been plenty of cases where healers in the back or something like that just get absolutely one shot because they're away from the group, and then by the time the group turns around to save them, they're already dead.
Oh,
they're
they're dismounting on us.
Okay.
So as you can
Don't
see,
run
like
towards
they
the-
dismounted in the middle of our conga line,
Yeah.
and they started engaging on people, which caused Dread to die.
Everyone move northeast.
We need to
Yeah, dismount northeast. Someone call over there. I can't really tell what's going on over there.
dismount
Yeah.
northeast.
Dismount northeast here.
Yeah, I'm gonna die here.
Okay. Okay.
And then we have to wait for all of our cooldowns and everything like
Keep 'em
that.
engaged. I know they're
Yeah.
all. Or no.
Yeah,
we
they
need to
waste the
wait for
engages
people.
and they have no royal jackets.
There. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Hit this up. Hit this up. Hit this up.
Our first engagement wasn't very good. It was very rushed.
Spread out and watch for counter.
Demon. Yeah, they got demon up. They got demon up.
Wait, they're coming.
Nice hodge, Bozo.
Next
Okay,
engagement,
their
10
shit's on
seconds.
cooldown.
Yeah,
Fucking
flow
flood
into
into
them.
them.
Yeah, flood in, flood in, flood in. Use your night helms to get through that. Okay, next engagement, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Hit this up, hit this up, hit this up, hit this up.
Oh my god.
Oh, like, keep going. Now run them down, or run their asses down. Look out, look out, look out.
Ooh, that was a nice
Or run their
engage.
asses down.
Good is set up by our team. The GA though was kind of screwed us over.
I do like the AC into deep leap. You know.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Good
I call it the flying AC because you AC in the middle of the air and then you fly at them for the clump.
Yes. Because there's a stun. The AC goes and the stun hits on the culmination, right?
Well,
Is that
it's
how
when
it's
you
worked out
land.
here?
Yeah. So
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what I'm saying is the AC pulls them before your stun hits, right? So you're getting
Yes.
the 6-man stun here or whatever, right?
yeah.
1.
So you see, like that goes all off and
Hit this
everything
up,
like
hit
that.
this up, hit this up.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure we probably could have killed all of them except for the
Oh, keep
GA.
going.
But that's okay too.
Now run them down, or run
Oh
them,
yeah,
run
maybe
their asses
I don't
down.
think the stun hit
Look out,
everybody.
look
They
out.
hit the guys who were
But run their asses
closest
down.
for
Yeah.
jump time from the AC. Yeah.
Even if they didn't
good-
like
good
get the
enough,
stun
though. Yeah, you
hit,
got-
yeah, they
You
get
got the
slowed.
pull, right?
Mhm,
Yeah, you got
yeah.
the pull. You got the cross follow up. Yeah, for sure.
They have demons up for a second. Just be care.
Yep, yep,
And then
yep.
get ready for their counterclap. They're looking. They did it.
Yeah, you see, so the GA stopped the counterclap right there. I think Green Eye was on it, but he predicted that they were going to counterclap us soon.
Oh, like, keep going. Now run them down, or run their asses down. Look out, look out, look out. But run their asses down, run their asses down.
So I call for the run their asses down to get our guys deeper into them. You know, we killed a bunch of them, so we're breaking their morale kind of deal.
They have demons up for a second. Just be care.
Yep, yep,
And then
yep.
get ready for their counterclap.
And then, yeah, this happens right here, so the supports and the healers need to stay away from, like, clumps.
They're looking. They did it.
But we did
Okay,
fine,
shit's
and our
down.
supports and
Fucking
healers
keep their
stopped their
ass.
engage.
Dino,
They're
look.
bunch
Yeah,
north,
right
bunch
on you
north.
whenever you can,
Yeah,
Dino.
yeah, yeah. 5 seconds, 5 seconds. On me, on me, on me, on me,
Look
on
north,
me.
guys.
3,
Straight north.
2, 1. Hit this up, hit this up, hit this up, hit this up. Flood through, flood through, flood through. Remember to pop your defensive pods if you need to, if they engage on you. I marked their healer. The healer has a sword on them. Healer has a sword on them. There's 5 of them clumped up here. 5 of them clumped up here.
Just go for it.
Yep, just go for it.
They're
Go
looking?
for it. Look out, look out.
They just popped their shit. They popped their shit. Push
You
it.
see how how
stage is 5
dangerous they
seconds,
were,
5
even
seconds.
though we killed a bunch of them, we still were in danger of being like clapped on and killed right there.
5 seconds, 5 seconds.
And so that's why, like, if you're transitioning through a bunch of enemies, just keep calling out to use defensives, like pots, you know, other kind of defensives, that kind of stuff.
2, 1, hit this up, hit this up, hit this up.
When you guys see an engage coming towards you, do you call night helmets?
We call defensives because not
Okay.
always are you going to have night helmets up, but you will probably have either night helmets or boots or like resi pots or something like that. Or at least like the supports or healers might have something for you as well, like firewalls and knockback stuff.
Right. Because I heard you mentioning night helmets earlier on like the defensive. Do you guys use them offensively too?
Yeah. So we usually assign certain like people to go for offensive night helms and defensive night helms. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, that tends to be the that's pretty effective typically.
So we usually assign like I won't talk too much about our own tech, but we usually assign like
Fair
offensive
enough.
and defensive helmets. Yeah. Sometimes like it just depends on the meta shifts too. Like sometimes the meta is like all the fucking wind walls and firewalls in the world, right? So you want to get out like your night helms for everything. And then other times it's a meta shift to like all the stuns, slows, roots, and all that kind of stuff. So you want to get out your like cleanse helms and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's such a wildly shifting, you know, world constantly. So that's why you need to, as a caller, pay attention to what you have, what you can do, and how you've trained your group to doing things. Or how like they like to do things, and then go from there, you know.
Soon. Their cage is coming soon. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Good
But
job, good job.
Caribbean Legacy
Okay,
do
5
very
seconds,
well
5
in
seconds.
sticking together and fighting too.
On their back lines, on their back
If we hadn't killed a bunch of them earlier when I called for the aggressive live inside of them call, they probably could have killed a bunch of us.
lines.
Healers are
They're
getting
broken. Yeah, they're broken,
Yeah,
they're
they're
broken.
running.
So that was about that. But yeah, I mean, it was a super risky play by me, to be honest, to call for us to go for that fight, to go into Caribbean Legacy after we killed like 4 or 5 of them and then keep going in there. I had hoped that our defensives and stuff like that and our healers would be good enough to keep us running through. And they did a good job of not staying in the middle of a clump, but staying on the outsides of it. And that's what a lot of D-tanks, supports, and healers need to do, is that you can't stay in the middle of the army. You want to stay on the sides or the back or the front of the army. That way, if enemies start to come in and they go for the juicy clump on your DPS, you have the tools to save them. Otherwise, if you're caught in the engage as well, you're kind of fucked. You're not doing anything, right? To sort of talk more about positioning and that kind of stuff. Here's one where I focus a lot on positioning. We did a 3-way battle right here. Actually, I can show another one that's a little bit better.
All right, come back south, you guys. Come back down south.
So here we actually fight Sacrum Foetus and then Mount Hua group. We were coming in from a roam. We saw that there was a tree here, 4-4 tree here that was up, and the spider as well. We saw the blob on the spider. We checked out the tree beforehand, saw that it was Mount Hua group. I didn't want to get third party, so I pulled us backwards south and then to go check out the south part of the spider. Luckily for us, the guys on the spider, I think it was Sacrum Foetus, went for fighting Mount Hua group. So
This
they
is a
didn't do
positional
scouting
game that we're
at
doing
all
right now.
and they got punished for it. And so that's why I said that like it's always important to like scout as much as you can and like get an idea of what's happening, because we third party these guys and we killed a lot of
Okay,
them.
everyone dismount, 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 dismount. On me, on me, on me. Dismount, dismount, dismount. All right, Dark Knight, step up into them, step up into them. They just use
Pop
engage.
food if you have a pop food.
Yeah, pop food. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Hit the clump, hit the clump, hit the clump, hit the clump, hit the clump. No, south. Okay, they wasted engage. Push up north a little bit. Push up north.
The reason I don't call for directions as much, because Golem is you turn into a giant fucking golem. And then you throw the rock at them and everything like that. They're CC for a while, so like it's pretty easy to see, and that's why I like Golem so much. Is it's very, very strong in PvP in my opinion. You make the wall, you can do HP cut, you can do like rocks, like stun throws and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty ridiculous in my opinion.
Jump north. Where's my team? I need you on my screen. On my screen.
This is just me reminding them to be on my screen and to be
We're looking
aggressive as
northwest,
possible.
We're looking northwest. Next engage is in 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
So right here, I see that the enemy's engaging on us, and like most people will do, they went for the juicy big clump pull, right? I walked through him.
They come. Look out.
I didn't walk him
Okay,
through
counter
enough,
engage.
but I got my Judy Helm off that stopped a majority of their DPS from coming through.
In 3, 2, 1.
We lost
Hit
a
the
couple
clump,
people
hit
because
the
they were a
clump,
little
hit
bit
the
too
clump, hit the
close,
clump.
but we got a bunch more kills.
Nice.
So that
Now
just
back up,
emphasizes
defenses,
that like,
defenses. Pop your pots if you need to.
yeah.
Oh, that was a good night home. I did that.
Okay. I need cooldowns. Q's and W's this guy. Q's and W's that man.
Okay, I got 10 seconds.
Alright.
About
Grab
to
a couple
pop my-
things and move
Yeah.
on.
So here you can see like the offensive engages Tank's inexperience, and that he felt panicked to save one person who overextended,
Look out for things, move out. Look out for the
that he wasted an engage.
In 3, 2. Oh,
I fucking hit my E button and I
I
turned
messed
back.
up my engage. Alright, just grab this group. Engage on here. Engage on here. Engage on the group right there.
Yeah.
Almost.
Not very
almost,
clear,
almost.
but I didn't know how to say like engage
Keep
on
pushing into them,
the
keep
whole
pushing into
thing,
them.
you know.
Yeah, they're fucking up.
Watch out.
So I get over aggressive here because I want to like put pressure on them, but I didn't have golem or anything, so
Oh,
that
so
was
no,
kind
no,
of a very dangerous
Behind us?
situation.
Okay. Go west, go west, go west.
Louis.
Yeah, and as caller, always keep in mind the groups around you as well. Like I knew that we didn't kill all of Mount Hua, so I was kind of like thinking that they're gonna come out. So the moment that they started showing up, we pulled west,
Go west, reposition.
and then I make a
37,
mistake here by
38,
pressing
okay.
up against a dead end, a wall.
Keep going west, keep going west, keep going west. South, 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 south.
I call for us to come south because I want south advantage. But luckily, Dark Knight here is keeping them like
Southwest,
back.
Southwest. Wait. Hold on. Wait. No, don't use your engage. Don't do that just yet. Okay.
So
We're looking for engage soon. Dark Knight, do you want to set up right here?
they thought Dark Knight
mind,
was
never mind.
engaging, so they ran away.
Q's and W's. Q's and W's on the enemies inside of us. Q's and W's. Okay.
And
we're
then
gonna engage here. In 3, 2, 1. Kill the healer. Kill this healer. Kill this healer. Good job. Good job. Good job. Now cooldowns. 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 Not yet, Ghost. Hold your E's. Hold your E's. Don't use it just yet. All right. Take the loot. Go north. Go north. We're going north. Yeah,
They took,
red.
they took camp location.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're looking for fights.
All check food. Check food, all guys.
Yeah. Food check if you need to have food. Okay, we're looking at this group here.
Spear
gonna
hunters up.
Pull them through the choke. Pull them through this choke. Look out. Look out. Look out. Defensives. Defensives. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Hit the club. On me. On me. On me. On me. On me. More. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. They're almost dead. They're almost dead. They're almost dead. Keep going. Keep going through. Keep going through. Now back up southwest. 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 The southwest, you guys. Okay, southwest and spread out.
I've got
Fan
my
around.
spirit
Fan
hunter up.
around. Yep. Fan around. Fan around here. Fan around. Next engage is in 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Hit this club. On me. On me. On me. On me. Okay, hold the choke up there. Hold the choke. Q's and W's. Yep, Q's and W's. Hold this choke. Hold this choke. Fan out on it. Fan out on it. Poke him
I
down.
got
Poke
5
him down.
seconds
Poke him
on
down.
Spirit Hunter.
Okay, okay. Good job. Good job. Pierce. Other
My
Pierce.
Spirit
Are you
Hunter's
ready
up.
almost?
Yes.
Okay.
What's up?
Alright, alright. Alright. We're gonna go northeast here. Northeast. They're gonna try to pull through the choke. Look out for the engage. 9 helms. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. On me. On me. On me. On me. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
So we saw the Mount Hua group, and then I think they left the area. So then we focused on Sakura and Foedas right here. And so there's some crucial key
North.
things that are happening that are really important as a caller.
Yeah,
They took,
red.
they took camp location.
And
That's
it
fine,
just
that's
comes
fine,
down
that's fine.
to knowing just how experienced your group is and knowing what to do automatically versus like, you know, how much you have to talk.
need to
And
have food.
unfortunately, if you're like, you know, there's new groups, so like you have to talk more.
Okay, we're
So
looking at this group here.
Spear
gonna-
hunters up.
Pull them through the choke. Pull them through this choke. Look out. Look out. Look out. Defensive. Defensive.
and you see right here, we had really good defensives here by everyone.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. Hit the club. On me. On me. On me. On me. On me. More. 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 More.
Unfortunately, I think some of our DPS didn't have their E's up, so that's definitely a problem that the DPS need to make
Alright,
sure
in
to hold their
3,
E's for
2,
me.
1.
They
Red.
took camp location.
All check food. Check food, all guys.
Yeah. Food check if you need to have food. Okay, we're looking at this group here.
Spear
gonna-
hunters up.
As you can see right here, they need to be fanning out on this choke right here to hold it like right here. They need to be like, they could be like right here. And even if they engage, they're not going to hit everyone. So I do think we did
Pull them
pretty
through
well
the choke,
here,
pull them
but
through this choke. Look out. Look out. Look out. Defensive. Defensive.
yeah, but some people blinked back way too far, so they're out of the counter engage range kind of deal. Once the engage has
Alright,
finished,
in
you're not
3,
really in any danger of anything. That's just, you know.
3,
2, 1. Hit the club. On me.
So
So you can see like Pro Kill and Keiki did good. They were on the bottom part. We had some DPS over here, but I think we could have killed them if we had just a little bit more.
More.
I call for us to go through to put pressure on them.
Keep going. They're almost dead.
And then I sensed my timer coming
Now,
up
back up southwest.
that they're going to counter engage. So I call for us to go southwest.
you guys. Okay, southwest and
Hey,
spread out.
I've got
Fan
my
around.
spirit
Fan
hunter.
around. Yep, fan around here. Fan around. Next engage is in 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. In
So you see like how the engage tank makes the same basic mistakes over and over again, and that is going for deep engages that their DPS just cannot catch up to. And the bad engage tanks will be like, well, why weren't you there? You know, kind of deal. But you gotta give time for your DPS to set up, step up to the position, all that kind of stuff.
3, 2, 1.
And here I'm just trying to really pull them back. If we get any
On
extra
me,
kills, it's
on me,
okay,
on
but
me, on me.
mostly it's just to like pull them backwards and give our guys some
hold
living
the choke up
space.
there. Hold the choke. Q's and W's. Yep, Q's and W's. Hold this choke. Fan out on it. Poke him
I
down.
got
Poke
5
him down.
seconds
Poke him
on
down.
Spirit Hunter.
Okay. Good job. Pierce. Other
My
Pierce.
Spirit
Are you
Hunter's
ready
up.
almost?
Yes.
Okay.
What's up?
All right. We're gonna go northeast here. Northeast. They're gonna try to pull through the choke. Look out for the.
I know that their engage is ready, so I warned the team that their choke is gonna be their engage is gonna be ready. So to have a button on your defensives, or just at least stay back a little bit further and get ready for the counter engage.
Engage. 9 helms. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. On me. That's right. You fucking idiots. Let's kill them all.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Chase them down. They're broken. They're breaking. Careful of counter engages. Make sure you have. Yep. Okay, get engages in 5 seconds. We have a healer inside, enemy healer inside of us. And
Yeah, so that's pretty much that for that engage right there. You're like your team's hype man, you're your team's coordinator, your facilitator. You're pretty much the glue to keep everything together. Your job as the shot caller is just so important. Keep morale up, keep people going, you know, like keep people on track and position, and stuff like that. So like it takes a lot of time and effort. It took me like I've been playing games for what, like 2-3 years by now. I don't remember anymore. But I can tell you for sure that I was the pathway to becoming used to calling is built on a lot of bodies. You're gonna die a lot as you get used to fighting and getting into that type of content and stuff like that. But if you're a good caller, if you love calling, you're gonna be like loving the fact that everyone's feeding you information, making snap decisions, stepping up for like the fights and stuff like that, coordinating your team around stuff. I would say that one crucial mistake that probably a lot of callers also make is that they just don't play with their team and other content. You know, like for me, run Fame Farm in the guild so often just so that they can get brain dead used to my calling. They get used to who I am and they know who I am, they trust who I am. That's a big part of it, is that there's trust. And you know, like following another caller is always going to be a gamble. You don't really know how experienced they are, but if they're doing like low risk content like Fame Farms or stuff like that, hanging out with you, you get to know them better, you get to know their mind better, and you get to know how to play with them better too. It's all about syncing together. Like clap composition is one of the strongest compositions because you can, with only a couple DPS, kill almost any army that is on par like IP, you know, skill wise with you if you just get a good clap off. But at the same time, it's one of the hardest to do because you need to be able to clap together really, really well. So it's a back and forth kind of thing. It's not just, I'm going to take this army here, I'm going to ram it down to the choke and then get everyone killed. You know, that's kind of the bad way of doing it. You'll lose trust so fast doing that.